Hey, welcome to another video. So today we're going to be going into the Bargain Between the Queens from Destiny 2. But before we begin, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, join the Sith Citadel Discord, links in the description, and consider becoming a join member or sending a super thanks if you wish to further support the channel. Otherwise, let's jump straight into it. So sometime before the Black Fleet's appearance in the solar system, the Hive would lay waste to the Cabal after Savathun managed to corrupt one of their high-profile leaders, Uma Arath, into worshipping the Hive. As a gift to her sister Xivo Arath, Savathun had Uma Arath perform a ritual. In the event of her death, a portal would open, allowing the Hive to directly invade the Cabal homeworld of Torobatl. The plan came to fruition when Uma Arath was killed by her former student Empress Cato, allowing the full force of Xivo Arath's armies to invade. Despite the Cabal's best efforts, the Hive of Xivo Arath slaughtered their people and destroyed much of their homeworld, forcing Empress Cato to order an evacuation of their homeworld and regroup in the solar system, the home of those who had slain Hive gods before, the guardians of the last city. Arriving in the Sol system and explaining her people's plight to Savala and Osiris, Empress Cato beseeches that humanity must unite with her empire to combat the darkness and the Hive, but on the condition that the Guardians kneel before her. Expectedly, the Guardians are quick to refuse, and instead partake in the combat rite to prove their strength to the Cabal. Months of battle wear down Catel's chosen forces, leading to the two groups to forge an armistice. Following the conflicts with the Wrathborn, the fallen House of Salvation and the Cabal, the Guardians discovered their home of the last city plagued by an endless night, which the Vanguard surmised to be the Vex's doing. Requiring aid from one being who could pierce into the Vex's domain, the Guardians locate Mithrax of the House of Light. The Light Kel agrees to aid the Guardians in combating the endless night after they helped him save his people from the Vex. To further ensure the safety of Mithrax's people, Ikor Array offers Mithrax and his House of Light sanctuary within the last city as they work together, who gratefully accepts, but the decision to bring Alinsky into the last city sparks tension with some of the citizens and the factions. Regardless of this tension, the Guardians work well with Mithrax in combating the Vex, but after gaining enough data, the Sacred Splicer discovers the source of the Endless Night, Kira, the Dreaming Mind, and the servant of Savathun. With Savathun's role in the Endless Night revealed, the Vanguard goes through all knowledge regarding her, hoping to find a clue through her layer of lies, while the Guardian worked on pinpointing Kira's position. After many months of combating the Vex, gathering data, and handling the tense situation between the factions and the House of Light, the Guardians are successful in locating Kira, allowing them to launch a direct assault on the Dreaming Mind. Entering into the Vex domain once more, only this time they discover it plagued with Taken corruption. The Guardians confront Kira. Despite the Dreaming Mind's simulation and Taken powers, the Guardians are successful in destroying Kira, robbing the Witch Queen of one of her most powerful and useful servants. Kira's destruction slowly lifts the Endless Night over the last city, but the situation with the House of Light comes to a head with Lakshmi II heads a conspiracy with the other factions to oust the Vanguard leadership and to forcibly expel Alinsky from the last city using a Vex portal, apparently aided by Osiris himself. However, to her shock, the Vex portal she utilizes breaks from her control, killing Lakshmi and allowing Vex to enter the last city. With the last city and House of Light threatened, the Guardians manage to undo Lakshmi's portal and destroy the Vex, saving the House of Light, but during the chaos, Osiris had vanished, leading many to suspect he was involved as Lakshmi spoke. Refusing to believe her mentor was responsible, Ikor Array has the Guardian conduct a search for Osiris. As the Guardians search for Osiris, they find a lead that takes them to the Dreaming City within the Reef. They're joined by Saint 14 and Crow, who are looking for Osiris and want answers from him as well. They manage to traverse the Ascendant realm, racking Dreaming City, and find Osiris conversing with Marasov herself. However, to the three Lightbearers' shock and horror, the Osiris they had been conversing with for the while had not been Osiris at all, but Savathun, the Witch Queen herself, but Marasov encases her within a strange violet crystal prison. The Hive Goddess reveals that she had taken Osiris' form not long after Osiris had become lightless, saving him from Xivu, but also used his form to hide from her sister, who now hunts Savathun at the behest of another. From there, she struck a bargain with the Awoken Queen. In exchange for releasing Osiris and ending the taken curse over the Dreaming City, Mara Sov would exercise her worm. Despite not trusting the notorious Queen of Lies, the Guardians agree with Mara Sov. To excise Savathun's worm, Mara Sov requires her Tachyon coven, who had been lost in the Ascendant Plane as they traveled the realm before being cornered by Xivu. To find and liberate them from taken corruption, Mara Sov sends the Guardians to complete the task, fully allying the Reef-born Awoken with humanity of the Last City. Mara Sov reveals that she went through with her bargain with Savathun, as she knows without her worm, she will be unable to return to her throne world, leaving her vulnerable, but the Guardian remains suspicious that this may be part of the Witch Queen's plan. Hive, under the command of Xivu, would infest the ruins of Wrath in the Shattered Realm and would seek to disrupt the Guardian from rescuing a lost Tachyon, but would be defeated. Kel'Gorath, risen from bones, would also seek to claim an Awoken relic for Xivu, but would be slain by the Guardian. The Hive, Taken, and Scorn would continue to cooperate to poison the Ley Lines, however leading the Guardians to suspect some sort of alliance. Ultimately, after many long months of locating the last of the Queen's Tachyons, restoring the Ley Lines, and holding the line against Xivu's horde, Mara Sov informed the Guardian that she now had what she needed to complete her preparations for the ritual. Gathering her Corsairs, anticipating that the God of War will stop at nothing to stop the ritual, and having the Guardian and Saint 14 to provide further protection, Mara Sov begins the ritual to excise Savathun's worm. Just as expected, Xivu's Hive and Taken forces assault the ritual, but despite their tenacity, they failed to breach the Guardian's defenses. Growing desperate, Xivu summons her champion, Kel'Gorath, once more, but despite his power and use of the Taken, the God of War failed in her attempt, allowing Mara Sov to finish the ritual. Now, without her worm, Mara began to release the Witch Queen from her crystal prison to finally achieve justice for her part in Uldren's corruption and death. However, to the Awoken Queen's dismay, Savathun was already one step ahead. In one of her hidden contingencies, she planted a spell within her prison, as it originally formed around her, where upon its shattering, she would be able to spirit away to safety. Nonetheless, Savathun kept her end of the bargain, safely returning the real Osiris to the Guardian. Realizing that they had been outmaneuvered, the Vanguard knows they can only wait until the Witch Queen reveals herself once again and makes her next move. So what did you guys think of the bargain between the queens? Please let me know in the comments down below. If you haven't already, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, join the Sith Citadel Discord, links in the description, and consider becoming a join member or sending a super thanks if you wish to further support the channel. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.